Hello everyone and a very good evening. So today I'll be talking about the new release version 2.0 on speech to note, and in this video I'll be covering the major changes that we have done in the application. So as you can see that UI here seems to be completely updated from the previous implementation as it was. So you can see at the top there are two buttons available in here that will help you navigate between the two sections, that is My Workspace and Archived. And this is a newly introduced section, My Workspace, which we are going to cover in the later stage of the video, what it is and what are the major changes which comes with this specific section. Then what we have is the search bar coming up in the header itself, and along with that we have the credits and the user menu. So the user menu remains same as it was. The archive section, which was previously present in the user menu itself, is now at the top in the header. So that's one small change with respect to the user menu. And as you can see that there's a search bar here in the header. So there's a major overhaul of the search experience, which I'll be covering in the later stage of the video. So let's get started with all the changes that we have done in this release. So as you can see at the top of the table itself, there are several small components present in here. First of all is the breadcrumb. So this breadcrumb will kind of allow the user to navigate to and from the folders, or kind of help them access the hierarchy wherever they have, whenever they migrate to a subfolder or to the root. So this component is going to help them do that. So and there's this filter option available at the top. So what does this filter option do? Like we have this will allow the users to filter the data based on the type of data that they have created. So after the introduction of the folder structure, the user will be able to create two different types of data, that is folders and notes. So if you select the folders option, you can see that only the folders that I have created in my workspace is coming up on the table. And if I remove the filter, you can see both the mix of the folder and the notes is coming up on the table anyway. Then coming to the right hand side of the table, we have the button Add New Folder. So as the name suggests, this will help you in adding the new folder which you want to create. So let me this is the second folder that I'm creating, and let me just hit enter, and yeah, you can see that the second folder has been created. Now what I can do is I can perform several operations on this folder. So first of all is rename, which works similar to what was already present with the notes. So if I hit on rename and try to rename the folder, so now it's second folders instead of second folder. Then the delete, it's the same as what it was with Node. It will completely delete your folder from the table and from your workspace. So, and one small note with the delete is that whatever content you have added in your folder, once you delete a folder, everything becomes inaccessible. So let's say that if you had 5 subfolders and 7 nodes inside a folder and you delete it, so everything will become inaccessible. So that's the catch here. Then coming to this important feature in here is the move feature. So this move feature will, once you click on this move button, it opens a sidebar which allows the user to move the data whatever we have selected to a designated folder. So here you can see that since I only have one folder present in here, so it's showing me the option. Now if I wish to move inside the folder, I can use this right chevron and it takes me inside the folder where I have another folder created in here. And if I wish to move inside this another folder, you can see that there is a list of other subfolders and a note which is already present here. So this breadcrumb, which is very similar or the same component that we are using here in the table. So this will allow you to navigate to and from the folders wherever you want to migrate inside. So I can use this to completely to migrate to any desired folder or to the root as well, which in this case is my workspace. So yeah, this is the feature that we are introducing with the breadcrumb. Now if I click on this move button, so this table gets updated, and now you can see that the second folder is there inside the my first folder, since I selected to move it inside the specific folder. Now if I wish to move something to the root, so what I can do is I select move, and I can just click on move to the root option, and if I go back to the my workspace, you can see that this is coming up, and this has been moved to the root itself. So these are the major actions that you can do with any of the folder. Now if I wish to select multiple nodes and wish to move it to the folder, so if I say if I move it to the second folder, so you can see the data is now moved to the second folders. So this is how it's working. Now you must be thinking that where the recorder has gone. So it's here, it's at the bottom right corner of the screen in a collapsed state. So if I wish to start recording, I just have to simply click on this button, and the sidebar comes up with the recorder. And you can see the node settings are present here itself along with the recorder, instead of a separate settings button which was there in the previous implementation. So this kind of allows the users to adjust the settings on the go before the recording starts. So I can update the node format. Let's say if I keep it simple, clear, and my transcript language is English and summary language is also English. And if I start recording, so like this is a test recording for the YouTube video that we'll be creating for the users to help them understand the folder structure and the latest implementations with the release version 2.0. Now I'm going to stop the recording. Since we are already on the root, so this specific recording should get tagged to the root and will be present in the root of the table until unless we decide to move it inside a folder. So it's processing, transcribing the audio, and everything is getting, it's generated. And now if I wish to move back, you can see that it's already there in the root. Now, as I was mentioning that you can access the recorder, so it is accessible even when you are inside a folder. So this will kind of allow you to record a note directly inside a folder instead of recording a note in the root and moving it again and again into a folder, like kind of selecting them every time and moving it to the folder. So this use case has been covered with this implementation, where I am inside a folder, and if I wish to record a fresh note, so I just have to click on the recorder icon, the recorder comes up, and I just need to change this to simple, clear. And I'm testing this, I'm doing this recording inside a folder, and I'm expecting the I'm expecting the note to get created inside the folder I am already present in. So let's see what comes up, and so I'm going to stop the recording now. As you can see, the note is getting generated in here. So if I hit the back button, so now you can see that the recording tested folder, this specific file has been created, and it's already present inside the folder that I was in. So these are the major changes that we are going to introduce. And there's one more thing on the table. So previously we had this manual pagination option which kind of limited the number of data coming up on the table. So now what happened is we have introduced infinite scrolling in the application, where the user just needs to scroll down and the data will keep on loading until they reach the end of the number of data that they have created. So this is a small change that we have brought with this release. Now coming to the settings page, you can see there is a small toggle option here with the legacy UI and workspace mentioned in here. I understand that it could be a little overwhelming with a lot of changes coming up at a time with the introduction of folder structure. So we decided to give this option to the users where this specific toggle button will take them back to the legacy UI. So if I toggle it back, you can see I'm back at the default dashboard which was previously there. So if you feel that the folder structure is not for you, or maybe the changes are, the number of changes coming up with this release is a little too much for you, so you can always come back to the legacy UI and continue using the application as you used to, and take your own sweet time to update get used to the introduction of the folder structure and everything. So this option is always going to be there. Now I'm going to switch back to the workspace, and I'll be talking about the enhanced search experience. So previously the search experience or the search bar was limited to the table, where the user had to be present on the dashboard and had to search the data. But now we have shifted this specific search bar to the header, so this kind of makes it accessible from anywhere in the application. Let's say even if I'm in the settings page, in the billing page, wherever I am. So you just need to enter the term that you want to search. Let's say I'm searching my name and I hit the enter button. You can see the search result has come up on the screen, which consists the keyword that I have searched in here. And yeah, in this page as well, you have this similar feature of infinite scrolling, and you can filter out the data based on the type. So yeah, this is a major search experience overhaul that we have done, which makes it accessible throughout the application instead of being limited just to the table. So yeah, that's all about the changes that we are going to introduce in the version 2.0. And yeah, thank you.